welcome back to the second episode of 11th period. Today we'll have a fan favorite, Mr. Lee. We'll talk with Mr. Lee about a lot of things from his early days in his Instagram and his life as a teacher. So put the intro and let's start.
Okay, hi, Mr. Lee.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Tired end of the day, though. How you guys doing?
Same.
Pretty same.
We should have put this at the start of the day, I think.
For sure.
Not 11th period, 0 period. One before.
Next time will come at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee, tell us just a little about yourself, in short.
Yeah, I guess some background to myself. As you guys know, I'm the history teacher for 10th grade. I teach MYP Humanities. But my background is I was born and raised in the United States. My father is American, of Mexican, Jewish, and Scottish heritage, and my mother is Dutch, of Indonesian and Dutch Jewish heritage. But yeah, that's where I grew up. I'm an international teacher. What that means is I've taught in 4 countries, and currently I live and reside in the Netherlands.
Oh, no spoilers because we got the questions. So.
Oh, shoot.
All right. So first, what inspired you to be an Instagram influencer?
I think an Instagram influencer, I think that's kind of an interesting title.
And Facebook and TikTok, my bad.
Exactly.
And Twitter, do you do Twitter?
A world changer. No, I'm starting on Twitter, but I only have 1,000 followers.
Only 1,000.
Only 1,000.
Yeah.
I think it's was always an outlet, to be honest. Not many of you guys know, but one of my hobbies back in the day used to be tabletop wargaming. When I moved abroad, there were no wargamers in Korea and Honduras, so I had to pick up a new hobby. Being very visual and liking nature, going for hikes and stuff, I just picked up my camera and started taking photos. So if you guys see, I post things from 2, 5, 6 years ago. The majority of my photos actually come from my iPhone 10. Yeah, it all just started with going on hikes. I posted it just like you guys. When you guys move abroad, I'm sure your grandparents want updates, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was a way to update all of my family members on how my life is. Yeah, instead of calling them, say, "Hey, mom, I'm doing this." "Hey, dad, I'm doing this." I just posted something, life update.
But how you
How did you grow?
How it grow?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say, especially for social media, you have to get breaks. And what I mean by that is you have to trend or go viral.
Yeah.
So I really only started going viral when I moved to Honduras. And that is because there wasn't really an outlet for the photography that I take. If you do see my Instagram channel, it's very, I want to say, nature-based, cultural-based, and semi-emotionally based. So it draws on emotion, especially that of immigrants. So Honduras is one of the countries in Latin America that's always scanned, no one talks about it. Besides, your dad, right?
So all the Honduras people came to you?
all the Honduras people. So I would say because of that, there was not an outlet for, and I don't want to compare my photography to National Geographic, but that's what I strive for. There was no positive, emotional, I guess, trending videos for Honduras. And I filled that void. Yeah, I filled that void. I kind of was the forefront of showing the country in a positive way. If you saw any of the other trending videos before I started making videos, it was which Central American country to skip, the most dangerous, etc. There's a famous New Zealand influencer on YouTube who goes to the most dangerous cities in the world. And yeah, he frequented Honduras, right? So in Honduras, there is a huge population of people who actually love their country. And like many developing countries, there are a lot of migrants, Honduran migrants around the world. And I just showed the positive side. So trended, I would say, once the first 4 videos that hit over 1 million views.
Only the first ones, only because there are others.
Well, we'll talk social media numbers. So for me, views really, if you're going to look for growth, and that's what I look for on social media. Again, this is only a part-time job of mine. But if I would get 1 million views, what that means is that's probably going to be 100 to 500 new followers. So a video with 5 to 10,000 views will get 2 to 8 followers. A typical Honduran one for me that I find successful has to hit at least 100,000. Because what that means is it calculates.
At least.
Yeah. No, but we're being honest, right?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I look at your like like pages, like so many, like million, half a million.
Yeah, yeah. But what it means, and I want to use this term social capital, right? So Mr. Nian talks to you guys about actual capital in economics.
Yeah.
For social media, it's all social capital. What that means is a follower basically equates to something, right?
Yeah.
Views equate to something, really what it is. And for me, when you're building up an Instagram account, you really have to get those numbers up, not just on views, but on followers. So the way it got big, yeah, I mean, I did one on Semana Santa, which is Holy Week for Catholics. I'm not Catholic. You guys know I'm Jewish, right? But I still portrayed the Catholic Semana Santa of Honduras in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's competing with other people who didn't really show the country in a nice way. They'd say Semana Santa, these brown people celebrating, or something racist
Oh,
on, like,
shit.
you know what I mean? And that's what would trend. Typically I want to say Western, but really it's a North American, right? Who goes to Honduras, just the islands of Honduras, and they show and they see a piece of trash and they're like, this is the. So yeah, there was an outlet for it. I think my Semana Santa view got like 1.5 million views.
Oh.
That added me up. And this is, of course, building, right? So I've been doing this for around 4 years. I brought from me in South Korea, when I lived in South Korea, I want to say 4 to 8,000 followers. But Honduras is when it really just started going viral. I mean, you guys can tell too, right? I want to show pictures. I want to show videos.
Yeah.
I show, in my opinion, the most beautiful reel of like the Netherlands or America. It gets like 5,000 views. I show a picture of a bird of Honduras, like 10,000 likes, right?
Yeah.
So really, because the base that I built, the trending things that trended are Honduras. Yeah, I'd say you guys just have to go viral.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
order to go viral, you have to do something different. For me, it was showing Latin American and positive.
For us, it's showing you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, did that answer though enough?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah,
No, yeah. More than enough. You give a monologue.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you list all the countries you've been in, or if you can give us just your top 5?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think I can list all the countries I've visited,
Go on.
but I will list the ones I've lived in. So I was born and raised in the United States. My first country that I went to was South Korea. I got to know the country pretty well over 3 years because I lived there during COVID. So what that meant in Korea is you couldn't leave, right? From there, I moved to Honduras. Honduras is special to me. It's where my wife's family actually comes from, and it's where my daughter was born. And now I live here in the Netherlands. Those are the 4 countries I lived in. Top 5 countries that I've visited or been in. Number 1 has to always be Scotland. I love Scotland. There is a law in Scotland called the Freedom to Roam Act, which means you can camp basically. So I'm a stickler. Maybe it's my Jewish heritage. I like to say, I know your audience, right? I like to save a buck, Scotland. And as I think I mentioned before, my dad is American, but he's half Scottish. So the country itself reminds me of my Scottish heritage, my grandfather's, I guess, personality, the stories he told, free camping. So Scotland for sure. Honduras has to be in the top 5 just because I love going back and I'm kind of, yeah, I'm treated like a celebrity there.
Okay, you've been a teacher for a long time. What is like maybe like your favorite like story, like something happened,
Like bad or good, like you decide.
Oh, this is
or like
crazy.
a funny?
No, I've actually had this question asked and posed to me a lot of times because for my second job, I actually work with a university for teachers, and that's where I guess my second income comes from.
Moreland University.
Moreland
Yeah.
University. So guys, whenever you see a Moreland University, you guys are like, what's Mr. Lee doing? But whenever I see a Moreland University reel, for me, I hear ka-ching, ka-ching. Okay, but I'm gonna say the same one. And actually, this is really actually interesting, Yuval, because it includes your sister. So when you guys first moved here, it was before there was a strong Israeli population here, right?
Yeah.
Of students, and it was snowing here, and your sister was in 6th grade, I believe, and there were other students in sixth grade from India, and they just were mesmerized by the snow, and a lot of them said, wow, we've never actually seen snow in person like this. So what I did is I stopped the lesson. We were learning about who knows what, and I allowed them each to get a snowball and throw a snowball. So I think that's a memorable memory, because for me, it's like, look, just like myself immigrating from all over the States, you guys went through this too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and down to everyone in this room, you guys come to a new country, you're kind of scared. There are these different things that are foreign. And really, I want embrace that weird
Yeah.
or that strangeness. So for me, that snowball straight to the face. These sixth graders were super nervous about immigrating here. It's the Netherlands. It was the winter. They probably hadn't seen the sun for like 12 weeks. So,
More.
yeah, more, right? Right. I told the student today, I said, look at the gray outside. Yeah. Wait till May.
When I came to the Netherlands, like 2 months later, I saw some picture of other people, and they had like short, like not a hoodie, not a coat, and I was like, "What? Does it exist here?"
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'd say yeah, that was a nice memory as a teacher. Some negative memories are there are certain places in the world that are like more racist, I want to say. So during COVID in South Korea, a lot of foreigners were blamed, and yeah, our teachers who were black were treated a lot more poorly than us. I mean, you guys weren't here for the Asian experience. Here in the West, Asians were stereotyped, right? Because they came from China, COVID did. But there in the East, they blamed Africans. So in China, I know people would go door to door looking for Africans, kicking them out of their country. For our teachers, yeah, they couldn't get taxi rides like that because they would associate their browns. Yeah, COVID, racism, anti-Semitism. Some of you guys in the probably gone through anti-Semitism. I lived in Honduras, which is predominantly Catholic, I want to say. And in some of the religious celebrations, I forget what they're called, and I don't want to say negative about this. Like I told you earlier, Semana Santa, Holy Week, I love these Catholic holidays, etc., etc. But there is one procession in one of the cities, they whip judíos. So like basically people dress up like Jews, which are the stereotypes. They have big noses, they have the curly cues of the Hasids, everything. And they whip them and they're like muerte los judíos, like kill the Jews. So there are certain things like that as a Jew living abroad where it's kind of like, okay, like I need to move back to the Netherlands where it's less anti-Semitic. And then hello.
Like just in short, like what you didn't already said, like can you talk us through about the countries you had lived in?
For sure. I think so I taught all these as a teacher. And I want to say my perspective is a little bit of privilege because I didn't have the typical experience of someone. I had housing, I had good food, I had a lot of respect in the country. But I think aesthetic, right? Like that's what you want to see when you live in Korea. It was like nothing in the world. I have any of you
Yeah.
been to Korea?
No, but we like
We see
Yeah.
I've seen movies and like
with the
videos
K-pop.
about stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. It's very Asian, very strong culture. It's a collective society, so a lot of people follow the same framework of mindset of how they dress, their haircuts, etc. So it was really interesting to live in Korea because I could compare my American individualism of growing up, everyone trying to be different, to a Korean where everyone wants to be the same. I would say, guys, I'm your history teacher. I was always a history nerd. So I'm really the one who documented our history. I say even as a kid, I was the one going through the things. But yeah, but again, living abroad was interesting. Honduras wasn't that different because I know about Latin culture. I spoke a little Spanish growing up in the US. And then here in the Netherlands, it could be exotic to you guys, but really it's just my mother's culture, right? So it's very similar. Korea is the only place that was like, wow, you guys are really different than what I grew up with.
The Asian experience.
The Asian experience. If I say, guys, if you want to have a real experience, go out east. Yeah.
I think when your daughter introduces her nationalities, she needs a speech.
She does need a speech, basically.
She needs like a 10-minute break of the discussion.
Exactly. Because I have my whole mix, and then you mix that with my wife, who is half Honduran, half Mexican. And it's just like a crazy tapestry of like confusion. She has 3 citizenships, and it's just like, what is going on? Yeah, so she got Dutch from me, American from my wife, and then since she was born in Honduras, she got Honduran.
She can go to every place in the world.
I say this, if she's in trouble, she's American, so the U.S. military can help her. If she wants to go to school, she's Dutch because it'll be free. If she wants to buy an island, go to Honduras.
So every episode we do a bit of a charity promotion for charity and like to help the environment. And this episode we decided to be the Alzheimer Association. So first of all, what is Alzheimer and dementia. These conditions affect memory, thinking, and behavior. So the organization is alz.org. So that offers free help and resources from a 24/7 helpline to support groups and educational programs. Also, yeah, the organization investments in research across 56 countries. And then, yeah, it influences public policy, raises awareness, and mobilizes communities through events like the Walk to End Alzheimer. So, yeah, very good organization. We
Go check it out.
You can donate. It's a really just amazing organization, and we wanted to speak about that. So that's it for today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for our guest, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, guys, thank you.
Yeah, no clapping.
Okay,
It's
so-
not good for the microphone. It's it's not good after the post production. We thank you to our amazing producer, executive producer,
Woo!
and animator Itamar Tubul,
Ah, yeah.
aka the Big Tubleron, the Big Tubleron. And thanks to our editor, Yuval
Amazing
Rotem.
editor, Yuval Rotem.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for having me.
See you next time.
See you.